Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the week of February 15th, 2026. Speaking of this is a collective general reading. So as the messages come through today, just take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means that it is someone else's. Also, be sure to check out your other placements if you don't know what they are. In the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Also, in that description box is information on how you can become a member of the Time Travelers program. I offer 48 exclusive readings to members every month. So if you'd like to join us, you're more than welcome to do that. With all of that said, now let's begin. Tapping into the Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Okay, I'm going to put bad habits back into the deck. We'll see if that wants to come out. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What is something that Libra does not see coming for the week of February 15th, 2026? What do they not see coming? Okay, one more shuffle here. Thank you. What do you not see coming? Ignoring. And at the bottom of the deck, you have creativity. Okay. Why is ignoring something that Libra does not see coming this week? Why is ignoring something they don't see coming? Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. One more shuffle here. Thank you. In your energy, we have the Star, we have the Two of Wands, we have the Five of Wands, and we have the Ten of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Pentacles, we have the King of Pentacles, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. That leaves the Seven of Swords, Knight of Swords, Eight of Cups, High Priestess here at the bottom of the deck. Why is the Star here for the Libra collective this week? Why is the Star here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Star is clarified by the Page of Cups, Justice, and Judgment. Why is the Five of Wands here? Why is the Five of Wands here? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Five of Wands is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, and two cards came out, the King of Cups and the Hermit. What is this Ten of Swords? Why is the Ten of Swords here? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Ten of Swords is clarified by the Five of Cups, the Six of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Temperance. Libra. Libra, I think you're done ignoring something or someone that hasn't been very good for you. And I don't know what this is. If this is, a habit within yourself, like you have a particular diet or exercise regimen and you're realizing that it's no longer good for you. It could be a connection with someone or with a group of people that you're realizing, again, it's no longer good for you. You no longer want to be associated with them. It's too argumentative in nature. It could be a work environment that has just become too hostile. I think you've done your best up until now to try to ignore whatever this person or these people were doing. And I feel like this is the week you stop ignoring it. And again, if this is a habit or trait within yourself, again, you're going to stop ignoring it. It's like the universe is tapping you on the shoulder here and saying, you need to look at this. And whatever that this is different for all of you. Again, internal to you, external, concerning a situation, environment, or connection. But source is telling you it's time. We need to look at this. Justice and Judgment, no joke, when they come out side by side, something is off balance, something's not correct, something's not fair, something's not authentic, something is wrong. And I think you've been ignoring it long enough. And source is going to get your attention here this week. Whatever happens here this week, you won't be able to ignore it anymore. This does concern one person here who is a soulmate to you or that you've known for a long time. What is this that's happening here this week? You're meant to see something here this week. Again, whether it's an aspect of yourself or of someone else or a particular situation. What is this? One more shuffle. Thank you. Knight of Swords. Ace of Cups, and the Sun card, bottom of that Queen of Pentacles, that there's a better opportunity. Something's going to be brought to your attention here this week that makes you realize I deserve better. I deserve a better job or a better living situation or a better friend, or I should really be associating with better people, like within the construct of a community group or even like a family group, or I really need to move on and find another love that is healthier for me. So I'm asking what's brought to your attention this week, something that you're witnessing. Again, and this could be witnessing because you're spending a lot of time alone and you're doing some deep reflection, and this is some kind of aha epiphany moment to you that something you've been doing is no good for you and you kind of need to change course or change direction or stop doing it. And again, could be like, a bad habit like smoking or eating too many sweets, something like that. And for others of you, you're having some meditative or a moment here this week of contemplation where it's almost like the dots connect here and you realize that you deserve better. Again, and what that better is different for all of you, situation, environment, or connection. 8 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and 9 of Pentacles. Who's this person? I just saw the 7 of Cups and the 3 of Cups. Who's this person? And I feel with the ignoring card, don't ignore this any longer. Don't ignore your intuition this week when it tells you that you deserve better. Don't ignore your intuition this week when it's telling you that this, whatever it is you're engaging in, is no longer good for you. Or again, that you deserve better, or you could be doing something in a better way. I'm going to see if I can get some more clarity for you on this. What is that 8 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and 9 of Pentacles? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Devil. The Strength card. And the 10 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, 4 of Wands. Whatever situation, environment, or connection this has been for you, or I should say is for you, it's become too burdensome. Again, whether it's internal or external to you. Remember, originally when I was shuffling the cards, we saw that the toxicity card wanted to fall out, and I put it back in the deck. So again, if this is something you're doing, it's not serving you. It's not serving your health, or it's not serving your mental health or your physical health or your spiritual health or if your financial health. Like this could be you're overspending and you're ignoring the fact that you're racking up debt. Again, could be you overindulging in something you're eating or consuming. And again, it's not that eating or consuming or shopping or spending is bad for you, but there's an overindulgence here. And it's, again, creating a strain or a burden on you, either physically, emotionally, spiritually, or financially. And you've been doing this for quite some time. And if this is an actual person that you're engaging with, a friend, family member, or lover, this is quite a toxic connection. And something transpires here this week that's going to make you say, I deserve better. Either I deserve to take better care of myself, or I deserve to be in a better situation, environment, or connection. Yeah, there's that Tower. 4 of Wands, Queen of Wands, and the Tower. Something's going to occur here this week that makes you open your eyes. Okay, I don't do health readings, but for those of you where this is maybe about a diet or exercise regimen or something like that, or again, something you're consuming that's like no longer good for you, or maybe even over shopping, overspending, getting into debt. Whatever this is, if you're doing it to yourself, you've been ignoring the signs up until now. Let's get you 3 cards for that. I'm going to pull advice for you as well, but let's get 3 cards if this is something internal to you like that you're doing. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the 9 of Swords. We have the 2 of Pentacles. And we have the Fool. Bottom of the deck, we have 9 of Cups. So if this is something that you're doing to yourself, you know that you're doing it to yourself, and it's been plaguing you, and you wish that you could move on from it. Like, oh, I really wish I could quit smoking, or I really wish that I could, be better with my spending habits. I really wish that I could be at a job where I make more money. You've been thinking about quitting this, if you will, for quite some time, or getting it under control, or bringing it into balance for quite some time. And then this week, something is occurring here that's going to nudge you to do that, to, again, watch your spending, or stop putting yourself in debt, or give up, like, again, that toxic pattern or trait or like habit that you have. So 3 cards, again, if this is internal for Libra. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the 8 of Swords. We have the 9 of Wands. And we have the 7 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the Moon. So this is going to happen in the energy of this new moon in Aquarius here. I'm going to be quite honest with you. This is something like, you know, if this is financial and you've been over shopping and you're ignoring the debt that is racking up or not paying attention, is kind of giving me the feeling of like having a champagne taste on a beer budget. Again, it's just like if this is over shopping, this is like something comes up this week and you're not going to be able to like fight it off. Like there's some bill that's due last minute or something, and you don't have the money. That's the feeling, and you feel very wounded and very defensive. But meanwhile, it's the universe's way to shake you up and say, hey, you put yourself in this predicament. You've been ignoring, you know, all the spending that you've been doing. You've been reckless on the spending here, and it needs to come to an end. And the only way we can do this is to show you that you need to create a nest egg for yourself, or you need to be more mindful about your spending habits. If this has to do with anything else, like something you're consuming in terms of food, drink, drug, pornography, and anything like that, that if you were to overdo it, it would be considered like detrimental to you, okay? Something that you're like overindulging in. Something occurs here this week that makes you very defensive. Again, I don't give health readings, but this, and I don't feel like this is like a big thing, but this could be like a scare, okay? This could be a scare of some kind that makes you realize like, oh my God, I really need to stop consuming that so much to excess. For those of you where it's external to you, meaning it's a situation, environment, or a connection, like your job or a living situation or a friend or a lover or something like that. 3 cards if it's external. One more shuffle, thank you. King of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, and the High Priestess, bottom of the deck, Page of Wands. So if it's external to you, the Empress, the 6 of Wands, and Temperance, bottom of the deck, 4 of Wands. If this is external to you, there's that damn tower again. Can I get one more on this, please? On that 5 of Pentacles. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The 8 of Cups. If this is external to you, this could be something like a conversation here with someone that completely goes in a different direction, like a direction you weren't expecting. Tell me about that. One more shuffle. Thank you. 4 Swords, 2 of Cups, and the Hierophant. Damn tower again. This could be something like you have a conversation at work and you decide to quit. And again, it's in doing that, you're now put on path for a better job, which is better balanced, better suited for you. Okay, I don't know how else to say this. If this is a work environment, you have been working in a toxic work environment and you have been ignoring the signs that it's time to move on. So it looks like this week there's some type of interaction between you and someone at work, or you and your boss, and you decide, I'm done here. And again, I don't know if you're going to quit on the spot. It may not be. The tower's 3 cards deep, but it might be the push that you need. Something's going to happen here where it's the push you need to say, this isn't just, this isn't fair, I need to find another job. Something could occur here between you and your person, you and a romantic partner. And again, it's been a toxic relationship. You've been failing to address it, kind of burying your head in the sand. And something happens this week and you decide, you know what, I need to move forward and file for divorce, or I need to move on from them completely. What's behind that other card? Yeah, see, the whole purpose of this happening is so you can move into your era of too busy winning. So again, you might have a little health scare here this week, but it's to get you on track to start taking better care of yourself. You could have a little bit of a financial setback this week or an unexpected bill. Again, it's to get you on that winning track or winning streak, if you will, to be better financially responsible and start creating a nest egg here for your future. If this is in regards to a situation, environment, or a connection, it's going to put you on path to want to exit whatever this is, like to find another job, another living situation, or to move on from this person. Anything else Libra needs to know here this week? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Ace of Swords, the Tower, okay, and the Page of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Wands. Whatever occurs here this week is for your highest good. The truth, the clarity, the breakthrough moment, a little scare here or a little bit of a financial setback or something erupts here at work or with your lover or your friend. Whatever happens here, it's supposed to put you on a new path. The Page of Wands is the minor arcana card to the Fool card. So it's to get you to start discovering ways on how you can extricate yourself from whomever, whatever this is, or how you can create a plan to be either more fiscally responsible, like more financially responsible, or how to take care of yourself better and not engage in a particular activity that has weighted you down or been toxic for too long. Okay, let's get you 3 cards of advice. I'm going to get you 2 sets. Okay, one for you where it's internal to you and others for you where it's external to you. For my Libras where this is internal, habit, pattern. 3 cards of advice, one more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Empress, we have the Six of Swords, and we have the Chariot, bottom of the deck, 10 of Swords. Yeah, so again, it could be financial setback, some kind of health scare, something like that. You're going to be okay, okay? You're going to be able to move forward, but this is happening, so you move forward on a new path that is more victorious and more successful for you, where you will take better care of yourself, nurture yourself better in the Empress energy, nurture your finances better, or nurture your physical and mental health better. So whatever happens here this week, again, whether it's some kind of scare like that, or again, like I said, you're meditating or you're napping or you're resting and something comes to your mind like, oh, you know what, I really should give up doing that or I should quit doing that, I would listen to it. Because again, that Tower doesn't always have to be something that's happening external that's affecting us. Sometimes a Tower is a revelation within us in our quiet moments that say, you know what, I really need to give up doing that, or I need to have a better diet, or I really should start watching my spending from here on out. We are in eclipse season. So again, whatever happens here, it's intended to get you to eclipse something that's been negative or detrimental to you and put you on path towards victory, success, happiness, and abundance. Now, if this is external to you, like I said, a person, a boss, a work situation, a living situation, 3 cards of advice here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The advice, the Knight of Wands, the Death card, and 10 of Cups. Again, it's supposed to come to an end. It doesn't mean that you're going to quit the job this week or get fired this week or file for divorce this week, you know, whatever this is for you. But Page of Swords are at the bottom of the deck. It will fuel you or make you just angry enough. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, just angry enough or just pissed off enough that you say, you know what, moving in another direction. This is no longer happy, the situation, environment, or connection. So I need to create a plan so I can move forward and end it. Death in tarot is a slow process. Transformation is a slow process. So even if we're energetically saying, I'm leaving this job or this living situation or this relationship, it still may take us time to extricate ourselves from it, you know, to find another job, another living situation, get a divorce, disentangle ourselves from a family or family member. But again, whatever happens here, it's supposed to light a fire under you so you put an end to it and transform your life and get onto the pathway of happiness and abundance. That is what I have for you for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.